Hey, just so you know, we got recorders going, all right?
You got what going?
Recorders.
Recorders going? Okay, so do I.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just want to keep everything cool. I'm not going to, like, come close to you guys. I don't have any weapons. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not going to do that stuff. But can I ask for your guys' names and badge numbers?
I'm Officer Dewey.
Thank you.
My badge number is 119.
Thank you, sir.
Officer Fritz, 602.
Thank you, sir.
And Wes, 663.
Okay. Am I being detained?
Not at the second we're home.
Okay.
Able to talk to you.
Thank you. What crime has been committed, is being committed, or is about to be committed? Can you tell me that?
As of right now, we haven't talked to anybody else. We just saw you here.
Okay.
We were just got some calls that.
So this is probably the 5th time they've called you guys in the last few days. What I'm doing is completely legal. I looked up the rules, the laws, the municipal codes on the ingress, egress, for example. Like, they got their cars parked on the sidewalk, like that right there, not ADA compliant with municipal code. You can look it up. 4.707, chapter 3. If I want to, I can go get a chair and sit in their driveway and block all their traffic coming in and out. If I want to be a real dick, I could do that, because the law allows specific certain circumstances for blocking.
All right, guys, let's dive straight in. This one kicks off fast, an encounter that tests every inch of the First Amendment. The scene opens with calm confidence, a man standing on public ground with his camera rolling, fully aware of his rights. The officers arrive, recorders on, and what begins as a polite exchange quickly turns into a legal showdown. The air is tight with tension, each word measured. The citizen isn't just filming, he's educating. The tone says it all. Respect my rights, or get schooled in the law you swore to uphold. This isn't defiance, it's documentation, and that's power.
Ingress and egress at businesses, as long as I'm on the public property of it. So I'm well aware of how the law works. I'm not making any threats, of no calls to violence, nothing. Matter of fact, these last people right here, this guy right here in the black shirt, go ask them about me. I just had an interaction with them. If you guys want to do that, I'm not going anywhere. I'm hanging around here. I'm not trying to hide from you guys or anything. If I'm not standing right here after you talk to them, it's not because I'm running away. It's just because I'm probably walking around the block. I just warn customers that come in about, like, potential fraud, or how Kiefer will basically screw them on the back end. So,
What's your name?
my name's Anthony. Or, yeah.
Anthony, if you'd be willing to, could you just take a seat on the curb and then I can go?
Am I being detained? Okay, then I'm free to go, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to, sir, what?
Yeah, you're being detained.
For what? What crime am I,
Conduct.
for what?
We're going to find out. Yeah.
Sorry, what am I being detained for?
Disorderly conduct. Have a seat.
Disorderly conduct?
Yeah. Have
What?
a seat. You're
How-
being detained. Have a
you
seat,
have-
or you're going to end up in handcuffs.
Why do you, just chill out, dude.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you to have a seat. You are being
I'm
detained.
disabled. I'm disabled.
Okay.
Okay?
You're a big guy.
I'm
right?
that's, dude, I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
That called us and find out.
The officers ask questions, trying to figure out why he's there. He fires back calmly, quoting municipal codes, IDA standards, and the fine print of public easements like a man who's done his homework. Every line from him cuts clean, confidence built on knowledge. He's not aggressive, he's precise, and that precision shakes them. The moment he says, "Am I being detained?" the balance shifts. Suddenly, authority feels unsure. You can sense it, the silence before the storm. Because when someone knows their rights better than the officers, the usual script doesn't work anymore.
what the complaint is.
That's what I said. Tell you what, I will,
want you to
tell you what, let me help you out. What am I can you give me RAS for the detention? Because right now you're effectively
just did.
making an arrest.
No, I just did.
For what?
I just want you to stay here.
You don't have any evidence. You just told me you haven't talked to anyone. Go.
Trespass, disorderly conduct. That's what we're investigating.
Don't try this
So
shit
you're
with me.
being
I'm already
detained.
aware of how this works.
Okay. So am I.
You're being a jerk, man.
No, you're being a jerk.
I came up here
This
to help
officer
you
asked
guys
me
out.
to have a seat. All right? And I'm telling you to have a seat now because you're not listening. Do you understand that?
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you or anything. I'm telling you, I am
Can you just have a
disabled.
seat then, man?
No, I'm going to stand here. You already.
Okay,
You
cool.
cannot give
That's
me
fine.
RAS for this. Are you the? Okay, you're their supervisor. Okay, can you explain why he is telling me I'm detained?
Well, he's doing an investigation.
I
Not
understand
physically
that, but
detained.
okay, so I'm free to go then, right?
No.
So you have to tell me, why am I being detained? What crime?
We're doing an investigation.
No, that's not good enough. I know the law. You have to tell me, what crime are you have you
Criminal
suspect me?
trespass in the second degree.
Bullshit.
In municipal code.
You don't have any proof. You don't have any proof.
4.807.
4 point what?
That's what we're doing, the investigation.
Are you feeling 4.705? 4.707?
807 criminal trespass second
It's not
degree.
criminal trespass. I haven't stepped on their property.
Okay. We're getting to the bottom of that. That's what.
If you guys want to do an investigation, that's fine.
But here's where the clash turns heavy. The officer claims disorderly conduct, demanding he sit down. But Anthony doesn't fold. "I'm disabled," he says, calm, controlled, unshaken. His words slice through their commands like steel. The scene transforms from an inquiry to intimidation. The officer threatens cuffs, but Anthony holds his ground, demanding reasonable, articulable suspicion, RAS, something most people can't even spell under pressure. But he's ready. This is no random citizen. This is a man who knows the U.S. Code, Section 1983, and the line where power crosses into abuse.
But it's not legal for you to detain me. Look this up. Chapter 42,
I'll write this
U.S. Code, Section 1983.
We'll take a look.
You lose your QI.
Okay.
You don't get to detain and arrest people for no reason.
Once arrested you and nobody's physically
You have no
detained
proof.
you, we're doing
Okay, so I'm free to go then.
When we came up, you were right there on that corner. Right on the parking lot right there.
Okay, that's their.
No, I'm
so
not.
hold tight.
It's not their property.
It is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That is public ingress and egress, and it goes at least 4 feet from the curb right there. How would somebody in a wheelchair get from that corner down this sidewalk? I'm not an idiot. I looked this stuff up. The cop that was here yesterday told me to get off the street because I didn't want to stand on that part and freak them out because they don't know the law. They're not familiar. Like, for example, I've already passed national real estate law, so I understand how this works.
Fascinating.
He told me, oh yeah, okay, now you're being a smart ass. I'm trying to help you out here,
I
okay?
need the help.
What are you being
Frankly,
detained? What am I being detained for?
to fill us in on the details. We could just sit here in absolute silence. That
What
would
are
be
we
just
being?
fine.
What am I being detained for?
I've explained that to you.
No, tell me the
I've already
law.
told you. I've already told you.
What's your badge number?
It's 225
What's your DPST?
44820.
Perfect. Thank you. What's yours?
54191.
He doesn't have to tell you that.
It's public records.
I'm just kidding. I want.
At this stage, it's no longer a simple stop. It's a full-blown test of integrity. The officers stumble over their words, grasping at vague notions of an investigation without articulating any legal foundation. Anthony stands his ground armed with law, logic, and unshakable composure. When they claim he was on private property, he cuts through the bluff with precision. Prove it. His tone grows sharper, his arguments tighter, every statement backed by undeniable legal truth. What unfolds on camera isn't confrontation. It's a masterclass in accountability. The officers, unable to name a crime or show evidence, continue to detain him without cause, embodying exactly what unlawful detention looks like in real time. Anthony cites case law, ADA compliance, and the fundamental right of public ingress and egress, each reference a reminder that knowledge is the ultimate defense. The dynamic flips entirely. The one with the camera becomes the teacher, and the enforcers find themselves exposed as students unprepared for the lesson.
Let's see what you'd say.
Yeah, I know you guys can lie to me. I'm well aware you guys can lie to me.
Those are not lies. You could look those up.
It's public records.
Right.
I mean, I could punch it in right now and pull it up if I want to.
That's correct.
Okay. So what are we waiting for?
Waiting for the officers to go talk to the people inside who called us about your behavior. When they have made a determination or figured things out, we'll go from there.
This is
And
like the 5th time they've called you guys. You guys leave every time. And I've been...
I haven't met you yet, so...
Dude, I got assaulted right there yesterday, and the cops that came out, I called 911. Somebody came off the property on the public property right there, assaulted me. I have the film. It's already uploaded. I'm sending it to Sergeant Maloney. Okay? I got assaulted. I showed Fox and Tio when they came out, and they didn't do shit. They just got in their squad cars and left. And I was assaulted, broke my phone case, and see the camera lens right here? That's cracked now too.
I
It's
can't
not a
see
cheap
it, but
phone.
I see that. It's an iPhone.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm well aware of the law, so if you guys try to arrest me here, it's not going to go anywhere.
Okay, well, if I had $1 for every
If
time
you're
I heard
going to violate my civil rights,
no one plans on violating your civil rights. we'll make an arrest if there's probable cause.
Probable cause for, so you don't have any RAS right now to keep me detained.
I'm not doing any
You just
investigating.
admitted
I'm
that.
sitting here bantering with you. I'm doing
Okay, so I'm
zero
free to go?
investigating. So no, I've already told you that. That hasn't changed. I'll let you know the second it changes. You can,
No, you can't just detain people for no reason. You have to have,
we're doing an investigation.
you have to do that first.
Do what first? Explain.
Do
this.
your investigation and get your so-called proof or reasonable articulable suspicion first. You have to get that
We've
first.
got that. You were on their property. It sounds like
No,
the
I'm
officer
not.
pulled up. You were on their.
No, I'm not.
The tension crackles like electricity, every word charged with history. Anthony calmly lays out the pattern. He's been harassed by the same business repeatedly, assaulted, had his phone broken, and seen his rights trampled without consequence. This isn't a one-off encounter. It's the 5th time officers have been called on him for simply standing in a public space where he's legally allowed to be. Though frustration simmers beneath the surface, he never loses his composure. The lens captures more than a dispute. It documents a system's hypocrisy in real time. The same officers who once ignored his assault now posture to detain him for filming, exposing the twisted logic of selective enforcement. What plays out isn't law and order. It's the loyalty of authority bending toward complaint instead of the Constitution, revealing exactly why the camera matters. Because without it, injustice hides behind badges and polite tones.
Okay. Well,
No, I
we'll
was
get
not.
to the bottom of it. Sometimes that takes some time.
Okay.
So that's why we.
So
Ask
can
people to remain.
can I apologize and just simmer this down then?
That'd be great.
Okay. So do you know how far from the curb public ingress and egress extends?
No idea.
Okay, look it up then.
For what reason? Why would I need to do that?
So you know that I'm not trespassing. I've never been
I'm
trespassed.
familiar with what
I've
trespass
never
and its
been
elements.
trespassed.
Okay.
Ever.
They've never asked you to leave?
No, they can't.
Okay.
I've never gone on their property.
Okay.
They've told you guys every time that you guys come out here, and look, I know you're upset and you think I'm like being a dick.
Nobody's
or
upset
something.
with you.
You guys sound very upset, sir.
Oh, because I told you to do something for me and you were totally
It's not a lawful order. Anyways,
Sure.
listen,
Sure.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying there's public ingress and egress from the
That's
curbs.
debatable.
So they're going to pull up the blueprints. They're going to go down to the county
That's-
clerk's
no,
office.
That's not how probable cause is established. It's a more likely than not standard. Okay?
Okay.
So we don't go out and we don't measure things down to the inches. It's a more likely than not.
Okay.
It's a legal standard that stood the test of time that we have all the training
Can you-
experience to figure out.
Okay. Can you
That's
show me where they said I was at on the property?
Okay, your questions designed to get me to dive into the minutia of this are ridiculous. Of course I can't. I just got
Okay,
here. I've
show
been
me
talking to
can
you
you
the
show me
entire
where?
time. No, I can't. I don't know where they're talking about. I'm not the one doing the investigation. I'm just standing here bantering back and
Okay.
forth
Can
with
you tell me where they said I was at on their property? Oops. Sorry. I'm not trying to come towards you. I
I
just
don't, I
tripped.
don't get why you don't understand what he's telling you. We've been here talking with you.
Yeah, and you said you're detaining me. So effectively,
So
by
this
this
other
time,
officer can conduct his investigation.
that doesn't matter. I don't have to help with your investigation.
I'm not asking you to help.
As the minutes stretch on, the facade of authority begins to crumble. The officers, once confident, start revealing just how little they actually understand about the laws they're sworn to enforce. They stumble over basic principles, even admitting they're unsure how far public access extends from the curb, the very point they're attempting to use as grounds for arrest. Anthony doesn't let up. He stays calm, surgical with his words, turning every question into a mirror reflecting their confusion. What started as a tense exchange transforms into a live classroom, a public education on rights, law, and accountability. Each answer they fumble exposes another crack in the system, and with every second, their power shrinks in the face of truth. By the end, it's crystal clear. Authority without understanding isn't power. It's just noise echoing in the presence of knowledge.
You're being detained.
You're detaining me
If
to
there
do
is
your
probable
investigation.
cause. Because if you committed a crime,
Dude,
then you're gonna.
this is the fifth
Are you
time
from
they've
Eugene
called.
originally?
This is the fifth time they've called you guys out. And every time you guys get back in your cars and leave.
Well, each
Well,
time
maybe it'll be 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be 6.
But at this point, it's harassment. I've already called, and I've started a
Say the
harassment.
same about you, bud. If you're out here harassing them and they're
I'm not
customers.
harassing. Do you know what's harassment then?
I don't know. You said you contacted their customers
Yeah,
as they're coming in.
Which I can do. I can talk to people on the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
you sure can. But
Okay,
that's what
thank
we're
you.
doing here too, right? So how are we harassing you?
So
Because
if
then that's
I'm
what
standing
you're
here
harassing them.
and somebody over there
Okay.
can hear me, so what? As long as I'm not making any threats or calls to action, that would be violence, right? correct? I'm not doing any of that. They don't have any film. I have film of them threatening me.
Well, are you going to show it to us?
No, because last time it didn't do any good. I'm going to take this and I'm going to send it all. I'm going to talk to Sergeant Maloney.
Okay, well, that's complete prerogative.
I've talked to him for quite a while. Hopefully I can trust him. I don't know you.
I think you
I don't
can
know
trust
you,
him.
but you sound...
Sergeant Maloney's a good guy.
He sounded like, honestly, he did sound like he was a good
20
dude.
years. I think the world.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know you. You just walked out a few minutes. I talked to him for like an hour. He sounds like a guy that'll actually do something about me getting assaulted, my private property being damaged, and these guys harassing me. It's a waste of resources for you guys to come out here when I'm doing a 1A
Can
protected.
I pose one quick question though regarding that? What exactly are you doing here? Why do they keep calling?
Because when I talk to people, which is legal for me to talk to them,
Okay.
I just warn them about potential fraud on their financing that happens in the office there.
This moment unfolds like a psychological chess match, each word a calculated move. The officer tries to muddy the waters, leaning on phrases like probable cause, policy, and interpretation to create confusion and control the narrative, but Anthony sees straight through it. He doesn't flinch, doesn't fall for the bait. Instead, he calmly dismantles their logic piece by piece, exposing the hollow defenses that too many officers use to mask overreach. When they accuse him of harassment, he turns it back with precision, reminding them that speech, dialogue, and public documentation are not crimes. They're constitutional rights. No aggression, no intrusion. Just a citizen, a camera, and the truth unfolding for everyone to see. It's the real threat to unchecked authority. Transparency that can't be silenced, footage that can't be twisted, and facts that stand on their own.
And they're upset about it. But I also have film from the GM yesterday who came up to me and he said that business is just as good or better with me out here. So how would I be harassing and disturbing
I'm not delving
I've got,
into their
that's the thing is,
hiring practices.
I know every time I bring up something like that, you guys, that's your answer every time is, oh, I don't want to argue or I don't know about this.
Well,
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying, like, look, man, at this point, it's harassment. They're wasting your time.
I wouldn't categorize it harassment if you're coming down here to
Talk to people?
antagonize. Well, I mean, that's probably what you're saying to yourself, but I don't think that's necessarily.
So
what
how's
you're
that
doing.
illegal?
I never said it was illegal.
Okay.
I said it's probably what you're telling yourself to justify what you're doing.
Oh my God. Okay. That doesn't matter.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
You're right.
you can call me a jerk and the F slur and stuff,
Call
and
you
you
a
have.
jerk or the F word.
I'm just saying you have protected, a right to do that. I'm sure you're
have no
professional and you
interest in
wouldn't do
doing
that in there. But what I'm saying is, you're not, as long as we're not threatening anybody, right? We're not threatening anybody. We're not making any calls to action for violence. All I'm doing
That's
is
a great
talking to
start.
people that are out in the public forum. I'm filming for my protection because I got assaulted yesterday, and I'm letting people know not to get screwed by the managers and the finance people, and that's what they don't like because I warn the people when I talk to them out here in public. Or if I see them walking up there and they can hear me while I'm on the
that's
sidewalk.
all it is, then.
Yeah, that's what it is every time. That's why I've never been arrested or.
The closing moments strike with the weight of truth, like a verdict delivered in real time. As the officers retreat behind uncertainty and vague justifications, Anthony stands firm, calm, unshaken, and resolute. He becomes the living reminder that recording the police isn't defiance, it's duty. Because authority can deceive, because power can distort, and without that lens of accountability, rights fade into the silence of unchecked control. This moment isn't about one man challenging a badge. It's the eternal clash between awareness and manipulation, between knowledge and dominance. So let it be a lesson. Always record, stay respectful yet firm, understand your rights, and never surrender your power to intimidation. Subscribe, stay aware, and keep those cameras rolling. Because the truth doesn't protect itself, it needs witnesses.